I don't know about that one, Cameron. I I don't I don't think you're cooking. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think you're cooking. I'm sorry. Maybe someday. Maybe someday they'll let you back into the oven. Or the kitchen rather. Maybe they'll put you in the oven. I don't know. Why do they call it oven, am I right? Yeah, zero? Yeah, zero? Yeah? Zero? Okay. I just I just didn't think that's what you would go for. But you know, first time for everything. Hi, chat room. Hi. How are we doing? I hope we're having a great time. It is 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. So fucking true, Iva. That's the realest thing I think you've ever said. What would be funny thing to compare this to? Just, oh, my butthole hurts. So fucking real. I needed to not be silent. What's a song? What's music? I don't know what music is. They don't tell me what. They don't tell me anything. They've never told me a single thing. Ever. No, never once. Never once have they told me a single thing. I don't know shit about fuck, nor fuck about shit. I don't know what I'm doing. You're getting a new laptop? Happy new laptop! Happy new laptop, gamers. You're lucky Lily made me parasocially obsessed with her. I am lucky. I am lucky. I'm lucky. Here we go. Here's music. So I had a great time at MAG. Um, I asks an impartial third party. It was cool. They're like I went there way too early. I didn't get enough sleep on Thursday. Um, and like I did a lot on Thursday, but like I should, you know, if I can make it next year, I just think I think I'm just gonna go like late Thursday. If I take another train, right? If I don't drive, I mean, God, I would love if I had a car I could trust. But if I take a train there again, um, uh, yeah, I don't know why the fuck they decided to do that. I uh, so if I go there again next year, if I don't drive and I take the train again, I'm just gonna take the evening train because it's just not worth it. Uh, like it's fine. I need to get sleep because I just did not get enough sleep. And like none of the panels that I looked at looked interesting enough to me to make me want to go. And like I wasn't able to make it to the Lotus Juice concert, and that was the only concert aside from the Silver Gunner concert that I really cared about seeing. And just like I ended up not really doing as much as I did last year, and so like there was some stuff that was a bit disheartening. I didn't get that many pictures of cosplayers because I just for some reason have been really nervous about asking cosplayers for pictures. I don't know why, but it's just a thing that's been a thing in the past couple of years. And the cosplay, I wanted to look for Limbus Company cosplayers, and I couldn't. I found three, and every single time I found one, something was going on to where like something. There was something that prevented me from being able to get a picture without it being impolite. Or just you know like people just standing in the fucking hall or walking so slow and take like so like a big group just taking so much space and I can't get through them and all this shit. And like I usually wouldn't get so upset about it, but the fact that the only cosplayers that I specifically had the courage to ask just made it not work. So it's just like, okay, cool, I don't have many pictures to remember things by. And it just was a little bit disheartening, but But I got to hang out with my pals. It's also unfortunate that not that many people that I really like recognize. Like there were some people I was really excited to see at MAGFest again, and like artists and stuff, and they weren't able to make it again, and that was kind of sad. Hi Sarge, and also hi Rain. So that was kind of sad, but I got to talk to this one really cool artist, and they were really cool and really nice. I bought a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll show the stuff that I bought. Maybe I'll show the stuff that I bought at some point, because I got a lot. I got way too much. I got more prints than last year. And I got to play a lot of really cool indie games. Like I got to play this game called Kingdoms of the Dump, which I'm really looking forward to, and I can't wait for it to come out. It's probably not going to be out for a while, like probably only till like the end of this year. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited. There was a game called Other. There's a game called Other, Her Warm Embrace or something. Yeah, I got to play Silk Song. I was the only person at MAGFest that got to play Silk Song. Everyone else could go fuck yourselves. Other, Her Warm Embrace, or Her Loving Embrace, or whatever. When Lily accesses me, it's called Milk Song. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is true. I had to think about it for a second, but no, you're right. She makes me wear a really unflattering cow print and bends me over and uses a milking machine on me and tells me to moo. It's really weird. I got to play. There was another game. It's called the Pilk Song. I don't like that one. It's like Gorilla Grip Hulk Fist. It just, you make so many noises, it just sounds like a machine. I'm not able to look. You put a blindfold on me. There's one game, though, that I really liked. There's one game that I really liked called Fine Work, which I hadn't heard of it at all yet. I had not heard of Fine Work, but it is a visual novel / rhythm game that... Who the fuck? Thank you for the gift subs, Joey. Hi. Thank you very much. Fine Work is like a visual novel / rhythm game, and I love the music, I love the art. I got to just hang out with the developers. Like maybe like 40% of my MAGFest experience this year was sitting down and just hanging out with a bunch of game devs. Like, and it didn't feel weird or like bad. I didn't feel like I mean, I kind of thought I was worried I was getting on their nerves, but they were so nice and like would just talk. We would just have normal conversations. Like I was just hanging out. I would sit down at one of the chairs and just watch people play the games and just talk, and we just hung out. Like they asked, like, you know, they told me about like they told me about some experiences they had making the game. They told me about like the things that inspired the game. They told me about just what it was like working on it. They told me about like the other stuff they did. They told me about like their day, like, you know, the stuff that they did. It was really cool. It was very nice. Like, you know, game devs are just people, even people that work on like AAA games, and even like directors. Hi Durangar. And even like the directors of those big games, like they're just people, right? But it's just nice to just like sit and shoot the shit. MAGFest is just chill like that. It kind of made me sad that I didn't really see the indie games last year either. Game devs are people. No, the CEOs aren't. No, the suits are never people. Trying to think specifically. Cause like indie games artists are always some of my favorites. Yeah, I tried to there was a thing I wanted to do, Calhoun. There was a thing I wanted to do where I wanted to go to MAG and I wanted to find a station of I wanted to find a game. I wanted to find Dark Souls 3, and I wanted to try to speedrun killing Vor naked as fast as possible. And like there was just this guy, like there were a couple of empty TVs, and I'm pretty sure I could have gone to like the game counter and asked for Dark Souls 3, but there was a guy just like playing Dark Souls 3. You know, like he picked a knight and he just like ran around like two-handing a longsword and just like killing every enemy and just like running around. And I was like, why are you at a convention just playing a quality build in Dark Souls 3? What's wrong with you? And he was there for like 3 hours. I'm like, dude, just pirate this game. What is wrong with you? The keyboard at Eurogamer. Who hurt you? So true. But no, I wanted to play a Souls game and try to be as like crackhead as possible to get people to stop and be like, what the fuck are you doing? And what I was trying to do is I was trying to do that thing that you can do in Dark Souls 3 where you can make the tree boss like fall into the pit, but if you stand at the start of the arena, you won't fall down. And I was trying to throw firebombs down at him to kill him from afar, but even though the firebombs would hit him and hit his little arm, it wouldn't do any damage, so I just kind of gave up. But yeah, like I had a pretty good time at MAG. A lot of it felt pretty empty because like none of the panels interested me. I couldn't make it to the concerts that interested me, and like, you know, I wasn't able to get, I was too nervous to ask any cosplayers for pictures. And it just was like really, that part made it kind of sad, I will admit. Because there were times where I just kind of would be like, well, I just don't really know what to do. But then Silver Gunner was good. Silver Gunner was good. They were cracked. But I will, every time I thought that, I just went back to the fine, like, you were trying to get the tree to fall and there were fat hairy men watching you and you were so embarrassed. Not really. There were not fat hairy men watching me, nor was I embarrassed. Sorry to crush your fantasy. You can still think about it. You can imagine. I literally would just, I would be like, I don't really know what to do. I'm like, I'll just go back and hang out at the fine work booth. And I'd go there and they would be like, oh, hey, what's up? And then we would just continue our conversation like normal. Like, it was just really cool being able to just, like, tell them, like, it was really cool being able to tell them, like, firsthand why I thought their game was good. Like, I loved, like, I'm gonna stream it for you as well, because the demo's out. I can play it, and I'm definitely gonna stream it, like, tonight. I'm gonna stream it, like, soon. I got to tell, like, I would love being able to just be like, to look them in the face and be like, yeah, these are these things that I like about this game specifically. Like, I like, you know, I really like the music. I like how the rhythm game is very straightforward and like simple in concept, but like it is fun to play and it can get hard in an interesting way. Kingdoms of the Dump was amazing too in that regard, because like it was in the first 30 seconds of me playing Kingdoms of the Dump, I broke the game. Like, I jumped out of bounds and got to walk around in the sky. Like, 30 seconds in, I did it. And then I looked at one of the devs and I was trying to get her attention. And I was like, hey, and then as she turned around and looked on the screen and she saw that I was walking in the sky, she was like, oh, you're not supposed to be there. And I was like, nope, no, I was not. So that was cool. But the Kingdoms of the Dump, like, the music is amazing, the visuals are amazing. The thing that I was trying to gas them up about was like, I really loved the UI design. I feel like a lot of, like, you know, throwback RPG games. I don't think the game was made in I don't think the game was made on RPG Maker. I think it was made in Godot. But like, the thing about that, like, just any of these like throwback RPG games, or like throwback games in general, where they're trying to like emulate an old style, like an older style of that, like, you know, emulate an older style of like game, like just the UI and stuff, like stuff will just like it'll look too modern. But that game really does look like it belongs in the era that it's trying to be, as much as you can, right? Like, obviously the game is definitely way too pretty to fit on an SNES cartridge, but like, just the devs were so cool, and they were just like, it was so great. There was another game I played, which I thought I took a business card from them, but I can't find it, and I can't remember what it was called. It was like Where They Lie or Where They Wait. Admittedly, it was like a horror game that kind of looked like, you know, a mid-2000s, like, just kind of boring, walk around and get hunted by a ghost kind of game. But, like, you know, the game had a lot of really good art. And the visual style was really cool, and the sound design was really good. And there was a moment that I had, like, find my notes, basically, yeah. And there was a moment that I was able, this was the one game I felt like I was able to give like an actual constructive criticism that wasn't like just me saying I loved the game, is that there was a part where, like, so you have like a flashlight, obviously, but the flashlight is also like your flashlight has a battery, but that battery is used on things in the world, like to like switches and like other puzzles and stuff. So you need to have a certain level of battery to be able to do stuff. And I think that it consumes that amount of battery. So like, you'll have a flashlight and you'll be able to see, but you have to go into a spooky place and you have to have a certain amount of power to turn the spooky switch. But when you turn the spooky switch, you run out of flashlight. So now you can't see. And so, you know, it's got some stuff like that. But there's also, there's like places where you can go charge your flashlight infinitely, but like definitely it's meant to be like, you know, like there's a section of the world or map you have to walk through where you won't have, like, where you can't just go back, like, you know, it's like to go back and charge is like, you know, a bonfire at Dark Souls game. It's like, you know, if you go back like you're losing progress, so like you have to push forward. And sometimes the ghost will be chasing you, so you won't be able to. So like, you know, it's there's game design going on, but there's a part where when you go charge the flashlight, it's like an unskippable 20-second cutscene. And like if you knew where to go, the demo could go pretty fast. But if you knew where to go, the demo could get by pretty fast. But I was bad at it and I kept getting stuck. So because I kept getting stuck, I kept going back to the same thing, the same station again, and charging the flashlight over and over. So I had to watch that whole like animation every time. And I told the dev, after I finished the demo, I was like, yeah, this is great. I love the sound design. There's a couple noises that are like really scary, and that I really fuck with, and it's really cool. But there's this thing that, you know, like this animation, I think it would be really cool if you could skip it after you see it for the first time, or if there was, you know, like, it's like you put work into this animation, so I don't want you to just get rid of it. Hi, Nanada. Thank you for the sub. I don't want you to just get rid of it, but like, I think it would be nice if you watch the animation once, if there was a way you can just like speed through it, or if it was quicker. And they were like, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. We'll see what we can do about that. And that felt cool. It felt cool to have something to say other than just like, oh, game cool, I love it. And I still tried to have more, I tried to say it more intelligently when I did participate in a Colossus Yell once. I did. There was, like, I tried to say things more intelligently than just, I like your game. Like, you know, with Kingdoms of the Dump, I was trying to tell them specifically, like, I really love the UI design. It feels cohesive. and it feels like it belongs in the era, and I really appreciate that because a lot of other games, the UI just doesn't really seem that good or fitting, this, that, and the other. But there was another thing I said for Kings of the Dump, is that I found out, like, so you can, like, jump and shit in the overworld, and sometimes there's, like, hazards. There was, like, hazards in the world that if you bump into them, you, like, you know, you get knocked back. And, like, you, like, it's basically, like, it forces you to jump and it knocks you back. But I noticed that if you jump over an obstacle, like, over that hazard, and then turn around while you're in the air at the last second, or not even just at any point, if you're facing the opposite direction, you will take damage, but you will be knocked backward. So if you're jumping forward and you turn around backwards, you get launched forward, if that makes sense, you know? Like, you get pushed past the obstacle. So I was able to just skip a lot of the... I was able to skip basically, like, half of an area just because like, I was just like, okay, well, let me... That like, locked me. That, like, stopped me in my tracks. It shot me with a gun. Lily, someone friended me on Discord and DM'd me just to ask me to explain hyper to them because another VTuber told them to. You should tell them to die. You should tell them to die nasty. Am I just the VTuber porn tag Urban Dictionary now? No, you're not, Odon. You're very cool and funny and sweet and smart, and I like you a lot. What is hyper? It's that thing in Marvel games, where you tag other people. Where you tag other people into your super. That's what that is. What is Dorse? Okay, now what's that? Okay, now I need to know what that is. But yeah, I noticed that basically you could get some speedrun tech. Like, you know, so like you get some, like, Psychonauts, like, you know, falling into water tech. And I told the dev about it. I told one of the devs and they were like, oh shit, yeah, that doesn't sound like a thing you should be able to do. I'll write that down. And I was like, swag. And then I told one of the developers and he was like, yeah, you found that speedrun tech? That shit rocks. It was really cool. It was really great. Do not look it up. Rain, you can't say do not look it up, because no one's gonna look it up. If this is what I think it is, this is like nothing. Is that not just called a donkey punch? Like, why do we have a new word for it? Whatever. This is pedestrian to me. With the Baldo? No. Okay, so what's Dorse? Oh, shit! You're right, Dorbu. E621 that shit? Okay, so this is an E621 type deal. Oh! Okay, that makes more sense. E621 corrects it to Queen Stallion. Yeah, that's, like, weird, but whatever. Hyper's a 6-hit combo and Killer Instinct. So real. Yeah, whatever. It's weird, and it's not my thing, but... I don't know. I'm not a bitch, so it doesn't fuck with me. Let's play this cool rhythm game that I like. Also, I told some of the devs, that I was like, I asked I asked every dev that I could for the Fine Work demo that if they had ever heard of a game called Rhythm Doctor, and they said no, and I was very sad. But I told them that I could play Rhythm Doctor stages with my eyes closed. Let that sink in. Well, I mean, yeah, it's cold outside. Of course I'm going to let it in. Yeah, I am a bit of a show-off. I'm a bit of a show-off. Did any of them do the redeem? Well, no. To the woods with you. Alright, let me show you this cool rhythm game. Hold on, I gotta turn off live Lottie reaction because we're not playing Kingdom Hearts. Alright. Alright. Okay. Books about Knuckles canonically being a Chernobyl baby. Play this, but it looked like Groove Coaster. It's cool. It's good. Why is the game still loud? I keep trying to fucking turn it down. Okay. Let's just go. I do not know. I do not know if these matter right now in this demo, but I'm gonna pick Charm and these two. Still gotta turn it down. This is a translation from another time and place. Thank you. Distant dialects and idioms are used to differentiate between individuals with respect to their backgrounds. These translation stylings reference no place, time, nor culture on Earth. New to Gleamhold. Tomorrow you open your shop for the first time. No longer an apprentice, you've refined your craft, applying memory to matter. You couldn't be more ready. And yet, you dream again of the loom, the weave, the golden braid of a life, spooling through your fingers. That lady, I was working while making a sandwich. I wanted to say you're cute work. Thank you. What sandwich are you making? What's on the sandwich? Can I have the sandwich? Can I have some of the sandwich? Can I have it? Can I have a bite? Can I have a bite? Can I have a bite of the sandwich? Can I have a bite of the sandwich? Can I have the sandwich? Yeah, what what's on the sandwich? Anyway. Don't shut the fuck up! It's turkey, salami, pepperoni, white American cheese, Miracle Whip, and mustard, and a side of Doritos. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Is this the game where you went on the bounds immediately? Yes. See, I love people who love pickles because they always get more pickle. If I get anything with pickles, they get more pickle. It's 94%. Mang. a few questions to be easy or harder. Artisan. A dream cut tragically short by Mar upstairs. Your musician roommate. Closest friend. Very dear. Also very loud. Rise from your frigid sleep. There's newness to be had, beauty to make, vivid beings to meet. God, the background art. Like, I got to talk to the background artists, and I was like, oh my fucking god, this rocks. And they were like, thanks. We're very tired. It is a lot of work. I also got to talk to the person who did the sprite art. Oh my god, chatted room. When you see Mar fine work, you're gonna fucking lose it. Or maybe you won't if you're a fucking loser. I'll make Han some tea. Your thoughts turn to the coming day, to unknown patrons and their unknown demands. I just remembered, I got to fine work. When you notice something in your periphery, at the window pane. Huh? You skip the tea and go straight to Mar. Oh, hello. Future famous Sen shaper. You're gonna shape those Sens so good. Mar? Yeah? I saw... something? I saw somebody downstairs. Yeah, that's how shops work. Why are you up here? Time to shine, baby. I don't think it was a client. They were sneaking around the window. A shy client, maybe? Not shy. Han's face was against the glass. Yeah, probably not shy then. Much to think about, but later, after your debut. I've been telling everyone, opening day at House Mar Lilybat. I said, Han's Sen shape is insane, Giga Brain. I can't... As soon as I read that line, I was like, I talked to the... I like looked at one of the devs and I was like, hey, is anyone on the writing team, is any of them friends with AVB? And the people I talked to didn't know who that was. I was like, oh, well... But also that the head developer and writer wasn't at the con, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to ask them, but I bet they are. And they said, didn't Han drop out of Sen Shaping School? And I said, yeah, because Han's just that good. And they said, didn't you also drop out of Sen Shaping School? And I said, there are two types of dropout. Did it work? That didn't work, did it? Well, I also had a chant. Mar clears Han's throats and begins to chant. It is choreographed. That's Mar's best friend. I'm not going to do this. I don't know how to chant it, and I'm not going to do it. The routine is bad. Sense shaping star in the making. That's Mar's best friend. Good, huh? I don't know what to say. Okay, I didn't use a chant. That was a kinda drunk, kinda sobering up original I made just now. I love you, but not that much. I did make this new sequence, though. It's kind of coming together, finally. I heard some of it before I came upstairs. I was going to bring you some tea, but you got creepered. Enough about me. I can't wait to see your workshop. It's the same workshop, Mar. Wrong. It'll be suffused with an aura of success. This fucking sprite. I would do anything she asked me to. I would lay down I would press my face against the ground and swear loyalty to anything she would ask of me. Let's just go downstairs. Who among us, Germa, sus? Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. It's just how I imagined. Same as always. Han is being used as a pronoun. Often used in place of a name. This game has one set of pronouns, and it's Han. Same as always? Of course. It's the same as always. Infused with an aura of imminence. Earlier you said success. It's a bit of a backtrack. It's just a little empty. I was aiming for a line at the door, but I'm sure the clients are coming. Imminent. Oh, I know. Go check the post. I bet you'll have some orders. And if you leave stuff in Flume too long, it gets all weird and mushy. I'll watch the shop. Aren't you in... No, nope, thank you. Good idea. Thanks, Meyer. And with that, you make your way across Gleamhold to the Flume post. Before you know it, you've arrived. The mailroom. Your senses assaulted, the humid breath of the Flume portals, unceasing sounds of ingress, egress, a low, biological hum that vibrates your feet. Just another day of picking up the mail. Mail for Lilybat, please. You gather the send mail into yourself, letting the memory of another fill your perception. You see a face, barely in focus, addressing you aloud in Han's room. An order, as Mar predicted. Hail, I am called Bedlin of Spire Rouge, Mont Domain. If you have received this sending, I presume you are Lilybat, the new Send Shaper at Gleamhold. I have heard word of your prowess through a Shaper's Guild representative, a guild representative from Jol. The name is flitting away from me. Han said you left the guild early, but assured me that it was a matter of confidence in your skills. In any case, I would ask you if some send-shape work. You will, of course, be compensated with one of my dazzling recollections. After all, the gentry at Spire Rouge... No, it's Spire Rogue. Last time it was Spire Rouge. Which one is it? After all, the gentry at Spire Rouge are known for nothing if not our generosity. Ah, Enom. Han's name is Enom. Han spoke so highly of you, and disparagingly of some other upstarts. Well, Spire Rogue, surely you've heard of us. I do so hope you... Why am I doing a Stewie impression? I do so hope you've heard of us. There was a long silence. While you know the sender could not have possibly hoped for you to respond aloud to an empty mailroom, you kind of feel rude. The fluent mouths seem to stare. You don't even know what Bedlin once made yet. You decide to review the rest of the send in the less orificial corridors. Quarters, not corridors. Oh, the moving shit. It's moving. Home again. No line of waiting clients. An alien tone wobbling over the city rooftops. Mechanical? Organic? You feel seen by the sound. Shivering, you hurry inside. You've never heard anything like that before. Then again, you've not lived in Gleamhold long. Maybe you can ask around. You shrug off the goosebumps and head to the loom. You've got sends to shape after all. You sit at the wheel, Bedlin's request still knocking around in your head. Generous beyond compare, we dazzle. Why am I telling you this? 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 Why am I telling you this? I'm sure you've heard of us, haven't you? Please not again. Listen closely. We're having a sort of jamboree. A rager, if you will. I'm in need of an ornamental piece for my brooch, something truly ravishing. You see, we sup atop of the high tower, marble gleaming underfoot in the moonlight, a thrilling gestation. However, up so high it gets... gilded. If you are indeed gifted, Sand Shaper, I am sure you can sculpt a stone to complement the occasion. If the memory used to shape it is of warmer days, all the better. To aid your work, I'll recount some teensy anecdotes. Got it. A toasty gemstone for a frosty party. Which memory to tap? The Foundry. The aftermath of Mars' hit show in Lilac. Tired but buoyed. Touring a pipework foundry, an apprentice guiding you through the noise, falls of molten metals, pooling magma making everything, everyone glitter. The guide's arms crisp in the moonlight, or in the light, watching the sweaty guide, pupils dilated in the light dark. This molten memory might be just the thing. Use this memory to send shape. Here we go. MAGFest more like, I don't have a joke for this. Thank you for the sub, Archie. Ah, shit. Ah, I almost got a full combo. Fuck. It's fine. 90%, that's pretty good. The game feels so fucking sad. Which, by the way, the only, like, when I first was doing this, I was getting, like, 65s and 70% because I was, like, not doing very good, but like I played this demo so fucking much. I would just sit down and just run the same stage over and over for like an hour each stage to try to get better at it. I think on the hardest stage that we're going to see in the game, you'll see it soon. I just sat and just ran that same stage over and over, and the highest percent that I ever got was 95 point something percent. And I told one of the devs that, and they were like, holy shit. That was the second highest stage that any of the devs had seen, or that was the second highest score any of the devs had seen from a non-dev. Someone got 98%. Someone got like 98.2%. As a non-dev. And I watched, like, so there was a couple of devs that were there was one dev that was a programmer but did not program the rhythm game parts, and then there was a dev that specifically was the rhythm game consultant and the one who like programs the rhythm game, and I watched him get like 99% on like on the hardest stage on like his second try. So that was pretty crazy. But like I sat there and labbed to get that 95%. And when I showed the rhythm game director or the rhythm game like consultant, I showed him and he was like, "Holy fucking shit, that's awesome." He thought that was the highest score he'd seen. He was like, "Oh my god, that might be the highest non-dev score." And then I told him, I was like, "Oh, someone else yesterday told me that someone was 98," and he was like, "Still, that's fucking crazy." It was great. It rocked. I felt so cool. Please, please, please stay in. Make your home here. It's where you belong. Hi, Mar. I heard this. Oh, pay me no mind. Just decorating. Saw you working send. Knew Flume would come through. Your first order. So, How did it go? Pretty good. You are cool. Good, I think. I'm in the presence of a real sense shaper. Sorry, I was trying to cry a little. I guess my unwavering faith in you has made this moment a little less climactic than it might have been. What are you hanging up? Oh, a door chime, since we're gonna have traffic now. Nice, right? Now be a dear and help me with this blasted thing. Look at her! Look at her! Mar, I would kill and die for you. I did ask one of the devs, I was like, hey, so that, like, there's, like, no pronouns in this game. Everyone has one pronoun. Like, is it, like, how do you feel about the character, like, how do you feel about people in the real world referring to them? And they were like, well, I'm not the director. These aren't my characters, but, like, everyone on the dev team kind of uses they or she or he. So, like, you know, as long as it's in the in the context of the game, everyone's going to abide by Han, but as the developers, we use they a lot. But again, because, like, the in game, there's no pronouns. There's no she or he or they. It's all Han. Thank you for the hydrate. But, you know, that is an alien. That is an alien concept. That is a concept, like, that is intentionally not a concept that we as people on Earth really get behind. We, like, at least, like, you know, neopronouns are relatively. I don't know if they're relatively new. Actually, I don't really know, but at least to me, they're relatively new. You know, it's like in the past 10 years kind of thing. So, like, I don't know. It's just whatever. Perfect. We're larking while you have dinner. I hope you enjoy dinner. Now we won't be surprised by any. What do we have here? Ugh! Oh gosh. Mar teeters precariously on the ladder. Try to catch Mar. Mar! You leap beneath Mar, hands upraised, exhibiting excellent reflexes. Regrettably, you exhibit neither strength nor grace. The two of you make a messy pile of limbs on the floor. Fortunately, your body brunt the worst of the fall. Chat room. When I tell you, every single time someone sat down to play this game at MAGFest, every single time without fail, they would turn around and look at a developer and just be like, holy shit, this character fucking rocks. Do you always do an acrobatics bit for new customers? How can I help you? You notice the voice comes not from the blindfolded one, but from the winged one. I'm here to pour some trust in you. As a delver, my send is hard-earned. I'm gonna let you two talk shop. I've got a song to build. Well, see you later, I guess. Your friend's cute. Not exactly graceful, but... What was that? Ugh! Now imagine you were on a ladder. Point made. Anyway, Sen Shaper. If I put myself in your hands, will I find them to be competent? I'm a Sen Shaper. My hands are fine. What do you go by? Suppose that's as fine a place to start as any. A Mandress, Delver, do nothing, apostate. A collector of spectacular send, even weighed against other Delvers. Pleased to meet you, Andress. I'm Lilybat. The pleasure's all mine. Tell me more about what you're seeking. My send, your touch. Combat send shape, mainly. I need delving gear. Gear that will stick from one dream to the next. Gear for which of you? Are you Andrus? Or are you Andrus? For the bigger body. But it's all Andrus. Wings does the talking and thinking. Arms does the heavy lifting. And lazing about? A being with numerous bodies and a single mind. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this. Reseme. I think that they said that later on in the dev, like later on in the dev cycle, that they're gonna put like pronunciations. I also think there might be voice acting. Raceme does sound good. They did say that there would be voice acting at some point. Or I don't know if they said they did. They alluded to it, or they said that they would really like there to be full voice acting at some point. I think that's what they said. So I don't know if there will be, but I know that that's something they would like. Anyway, Raceme. We're Raceme. Surely you've met others like me. No, actually, I'm pretty new still. Well, honored to be your first. I'm no different from you, really. All persons are a congress. My body is just twice as honest as others. So, Sen Shaper, how should we start? An interview, customarily. Oh, for screening purposes? I admit I saw another Sen Shaper before you. We didn't get beyond the interview. The life I've led contrasted too much, perhaps, with their own. I'm no artisan, and I'm happy for it. No offense, of course. Sen Shapers usually don't turn people away for lifestyle differences. We're drawn to differences. In any case, it's not a screening interview. At least mine isn't. Sen Shapers interview to build understanding. It's a foundation. The questions are typically difficult, but it's not a test. I almost hope you give me the boot, too. It would be hilarious after all this reassurance. This is actually my first day open to the public, and you're my first client in the shop. Turning away my first walk-in would feel less than appropriate for a shop I hope to keep afloat for many cycles. Your first client? Really? Relax. Guild training is a gauntlet. Anyone who makes it through is a good Sen Shaper. And I didn't say you were my first client. I said you were my first walk-in. I did a fluim order before you. Okay, Sen Shaper. Let's do it. Alright, let's go sit. I'm impressed and ready for my interrogation. If you insist on calling it that, I can't stop you. Tell me about a regret. That's a deep well, Shaper. I'm not sure how well I can answer. If you'd rather not answer, we could try a different question. That's not it. You're new. I'm sure you have regrets. I wouldn't dare say that you don't. At all. Individual regrets hurt more when you're new. It's different later. By the time you get to 100 cycles, you've pretty well learned to see yourself how others do. You become a sort of passenger within yourself. An old friend. The aim to be at the reins, to break your own spirit, starts seeming foolish, unnecessary. Regrets are blunted. Their sting's not personal. But give it a few hundred cycles, and a new beast emerges. Regrets you'd sorted 400 cycles past start to coalesce into larger constellations. They won't seem connected at first. But while you're looking forward, as you've learned to do, your regrets are shuffling around in the dark, finding ways to snap together. Sometimes the final configuration is ugly but manageable. And sometimes it's an assassination. You rebuild from the pieces. So, you've got that to look forward to. Are there people whose regrets don't catch up to them? Sure. Probably the people who never felt the simpler sort of regret, even. Not people I'd want around, personally. Alright, next question. A decanter of top-shelf gold brew, or a cycle's worth of sour main? The sour, all day. Gold brew is overrated, even the best of it. It's lilac propaganda, just trying to drive tourism. Making it from the stuff of local dreams? Sure. But the hubbub about the dream terroir? No, terroir, a single bottle worth a cycle of delving. Be serious. Sour Main is the people's brew. Nothing more you could ask for. It's sour, tastes like mushrooms, get you sauced. Sour Main is there. Sour Main is there. Sour Main is there, and half my best memories. And that's not including the ones that made me forget. Leave the gold brew for the goofs trying to ascend. Hold on a second. I'm not going to try to read that. Shit, I gotta go. Been swell, Shaper, really. And just like that, Han's gone. Did the bird stranger beat it? Yes, very abruptly. Well, wanna come hear what I've been working on? Sure thing. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, the little melody at the beginning. Should I use a wooden pipe sound or plucked strings? Pipes would be nice. Excellent. That's exactly what I was thinking. Hopefully I'll have it finished soon. Let's get some sleep. Good night, Lilybat. Hi, Whales. What a day. Oh, I also I won a raffle to get a print of Mar. I'll show it off at some point. Oh, oh my god. Sleep finds you quickly. You don't even remember laying down. You dream you're at a show in a tavern, a chanter concert. The singers wear drab Jindale garb. Your attention wanders. Across the room, a form catches your eye. Petite, full of vim, slamming back a beer. A horned form. It's Mar. On your way to Mar, you trip and come crashing down amidst a party of strangers. The chanters stop, blinded by stage lights and wondering what's happened. Panicked, you try to tip the spilled goblets upright, but the pool's already formed. There you are, in the center. You apologize to a spectator and are met with disgust. You go from spectator to spectator, asking forgiveness. Once rejected, you move on to the next. They're endless. You really should have just laughed it off. You awaken with a shiver. There it is again. That haunting cry. Some kind of klaxon? You rise and peer out the window. The siren subsides, but the morning bird song is absent. The whole block seems a little quieter than usual. Even the fountain sounds subdued. Goose-fleshed, you go downstairs. Whatever sounds abound, or don't, you've got a day shaping ahead of you. You think again of Andrus and Han's hasty departure. You haven't made a combat send shape in a while. Maybe you should shake the rust off. Make a practice piece? But before you can get settled at the loom, you feel a presence just beyond the door. Then a voice. Melodic, each syllable like a hand unfolding in greeting. Is that you I feel, Send Shaper? Yes, I'm the Shaper. Admit me, kindly. Oh, chat room, some of you would fold. Some of you would buckle instantly. Some of you would not be able to survive. Yeah, me! Magnificent. My gratitude unto... Oh, thou hast spun a glowing seed. Would that we weren't just met. In truth, I would filch a nap right on these planks, so amiable your home. A truer rest I could hardly fancy. Warmth, illumination, genteel din of a busied artisan, just out of sight. That manner of send trades highly these days, you know. I mean, you could take a floor nap here if you want. Trouble thyself not, dear heart. Tickled as I am to fancy thine patrons stepping o'er my slaver, I wouldn't impose on you so. I am called Danae. Well met. Well met, Danae. I'm Lilybat. What brings you here? I need to know what Blueberry doing tomorrow night. It is my way. I am much taken by the Sun Shaper's craft. I've made a list of esteemed shapers, and when tale of a new atelier finds me, I attempt to grace the opening. Are you some kind of Sun Shaper critic? How worried should I be? I fear your fate hinges wholly on my coming judgment, Shaper. Look not forlorn, Shaper. I jest, I jest. I just have a keen eye for the fair, that's all. And those who cogitate beauty are fair in their own light, more oft than not. Did you hear of me through another guild, Shaper? Nay, your friend, the troubadour, was extolling the fineness of your work yestereve at the lantern, loudly and somewhat at length. You imagine Mar standing on a table at Hobby Lantern. Get your shaping done by Lilybat or get pithed. Bartender, fill our cups. This round's on me. That certainly sounds like Mar. What sort of work do you commission? Raiment, sundry tools, esoterica. Today, rings. A band for each digit. You look for the first time at all of Danae's arms. You do the math in your head. Forgive me, a jape. In truth, I will ask you a ring. But just one, not 20. The excess arms are not a mere vanity. They keep repetition at bay. Everyone should try it. Growing more arms? Aye, if that strikes thine fancy. But I spake of using an offhand. If one can coax a lazy limb into bearing its share, daily humdrum is fresh and new. It is a collar classic, one of many small wards against meshing. You recall the last time you saw a collar. A long unpopular gambling den on the edge of town had finally gone sideways. A hovel, dilapidated, ceiling half collapsed. You stumbled on it, accidentally, on a jaunt with Mar near the border. In the fetid shack, 6 people meshing with the shell table, their bodies vining into the wood, faces slack or gone altogether. Mar had explained that the collar would likely perform a rite of transition. Not much to be done for that stage of mesh. Mar seemed curious, but you couldn't get out of there fast enough. Are you in Gleamhold on assignment? Leisure, blessedly. Gleamhold is a cup overflowing if one hath the kenning to drink. Yeah, definitely. What kind of ring would you like? I shan't say. Shape with what you see in me, your first impression. Like 2 looking glasses aligned, I shall behold you beholding me, and through this twinning understand thine eyes. I think I get it. I'll do my best. To ease thine task, if the shaper wishes, I proffer an olfactory hint. Chat room. Some of you would fold. Some of you would fold instantly. Holy shit. I'm sorry, what? Smell you? Aye. It helps with shaping something akin to my nature. When in Rome. It certainly can't hurt. Danae outstretches an arm. You lean in. Figs, the steam off a spiced drink, and under that something not unlike soil. Oh shit, it's ye old caller. What were you two just doing? Hey, a little... I don't know, but Blagger just doesn't sound right. I don't know why. It sounds bad. I know what it means, but it just sounds... I don't know. Hi, SSG. Hail, little blackguard. Lilybat was having a sniff of my arm. Carry on, then. Oh, Lilybat. I'm on my way to Fluim. Is Bedlin's gem done? I'll drop it in the post. Sure. That's perfect. Danae and I were just about to start the interview. Yay! Have fun, you two. Stay vivid. Well, body odor aside, ready to be interviewed? I'm guessing you're familiar with the process. Well, both don't sound good, but Blagger just sounds weird. Aye, Shaper, but I would ask of ye a boon. For every query of yours, one of mine in turn. Seek we not to know and be known? It always seems odd to me that the queries flow only one way. What say you? I like it. Sounds like a nice change of pace. Let's do it. I'll begin. For whom would you perish if it meant protecting Han? Mar. Mar? Mar seems to have that effect. Although, maybe it's something a bit more personal than Mar's general charms. Thank you. Now I shall pass the baton. Where did you wash up? Would you have chosen elsewhere? I washed up in Abso. I didn't stay long, in truth, yet the cycles I dwelled therein shaped me entire. Abso is matchless in nature, a home to holiness and facile awe, yet with wretchedness neath the same sea rise, every artist or devotee passing through balanced by cutthroat or petty thief. I learned the myriad ways Muck chose to live within a tenth the time I might have elsewhere. People. Muck are those who still have souls, unmeshed and unascended. Muck tend to mistrust Grand and the Illuminated, and anyone particularly interested in either. Yeah, so this game has a lot of lore. And I like that it just slowly unfolds in front of you. And nay, I would not have chosen otherwise, even with the many harms my naivety invited. Had I washed up anywhere else, I'd not be myself, but a stranger in my own skin. Now I'll put another query to you. Answer me this. What do you hope for in Gleamhold? Security. I'd stay vivid forever. Amass enough to last until Lummond wakes up. Seeking stability. Well, may it find you. Although, who can say what calamity finds us when we can at least? I'll watch out. All right, Shaper, level your query. How do you feel about sequenced music? A fine query. I don't know much of it, in sooth, but I have naught against it. Ire does as ire wills, despite all efforts to control Han. Why stifle musicians in the meanwhile? Personally, I confess I'm partial to the chanter's craft. Any chanter in particular? Not one not one known to anyone but me, I'm afraid. A fine exchange, verily. Have you enough knowledge to craft? Yeah, I think so. Then let us begin. Such a wondrous implement. I've always thought of shaping as a textile act. I'm not sure why, but it feels easier that way. One of the guild masters, Enom, said that memories are like threads. Not much alone, but when many combine, it makes a context for a self. Identity like a braid. A lovely conceit. I wonder what threads constitute the shaper before me. Wouldst thou demonstrate thy craft? Of course. Stand where I can see you. Perfect. Here we go. Oh, fuck. Damn it. It's probably like 82. Oh, 91. Oh my god. I am struck dumb. Your craftsmanship, such a passing beauty, so elegant, so sublime. This ring, perfect likeness to our first meeting, a memory of joy I shall carry always. My thanks. Oh, how swiftly the hours pass in such pleasantry. Errands beckon, but I must say, this has been a great pleasure. Should thou stay this course, refining this rare skill, collecting send and expanding thy reputation, thou surely reap the fortune thou seeketh. May I embrace thee farewell? In chat, who was asking about hugs earlier? Which one of you was asking about hugs? Yes. Of course. Danae gathers you up warmly in all four arms at once. You feel so held. Farewell, Lilybet. Stay vivid. Stay vivid, Danae. This is a rhythm game mixed with a visual novel, but it's just the demo. It's not a full game. Not yet. After a full day's work, you head upstairs to check on the sequencer. Well, hi there, Shaper. Howdy. Mar, if you had to die to protect... no, never mind. Dying and protecting? So serious. Yeah, forget about it. Are you blushing? I'm off to bed. Good night, Mar. Good night, Lilybad. Seems like things are starting to pick up. Now you have 3 whole clients. You begin to drift off, thoughts of wheel and loom spooling in your dream. The lithe grip takes your hand, not ungently, and squeezes. Hey, Shaper. This rocks. This game rocks. I'm so fucking excited for this full game to come out. Sorry to bust in like this. Not a lot of time. I just stopped into... Well, I'm in some shit. I have about 30 minutes before I need be not here. I have a date of sorts. I need a stiletto. Sense shape, quality, that can cut through metal, bone, stone, whatever. I need an edge. Before you ask, I won't tell you. I can't. Don't want you getting caught up in my personal shit. You're hiding in my house? I'm already caught. Hey, you wouldn't want a client to get pithed in some back alley, would you? You're not even my client yet. Yet? Precisely. Let's go fix that. So this is about one of those 400 cycle regrets? I may not live long enough to tell you if you can't shape me something sharp. Upon further reflection, letting a third of your client base die seems like a poor business strategy. Okay, I'll do it. But Ire's pissed, don't break in again. You're going to explain everything to my... Oh, come on, you have to admit. It's exciting, right? A midnight rendezvous. Get out of my room. And they just fucking leave. I'll need a memory of violence. Easy. I just hold the memory and then stand closer to me? Perfect. Now, send it. Chat, are you fucking ready? Damn it. Fucking Wilhelm screen. No, I must restart. You can't parse this beat? Trust me. That's still it's not higher than the personal score that I got. So trust me, play like I felt the same way, but the more you play it, the more it makes sense. God, this game fucking rocks. Made his tits so fucking sharp. Beautiful, unreal. I almost feel bad getting blood on this. I'm glad you like it, just... Stay safe. Of course. I owe you, and I won't forget. Be seeing you, Shaper. In a blink, they both grace you with a peck on the cheek, and dip into the night. You're tired, and less wound up than would be expected. You attempt a meager sleep before sea light. As you slide down into dream, you wonder how Andres is faring. You dream, an azure wave. You're within, but not wet. Above it without flying. You aren't here, but the wave. It rolls out forever. Crests backlit foam, green, yellow, green, yellow. Swelling, curling, it sings metallic harmony. Breaking on the cold strand, black sand glittering like rushed grief, like years blurred by. The sky, a starlit nothing. You're drenched in sour flavor. Exhaling sharply, a wind tosses the surf. Your heart is bruised, a thorough hurt. Luminescent waves on darkness whirl on black teal lights careen, scream overhead. Feathers. Feathers everywhere. So then this absolute jackwagon gets up in Jaren's face about a spilled flagon of absolutely trash brew some cook in the brass quarter is practically giving away. Hey, are you even listening? What? Sorry, yeah, I had a weird night. Oh, yeah? Is that why you have a feather in your hair? No. What? Well, it's not... Oh, I heard it all. A late-night encounter, hushed whispers. A young impressionable shaper bullied into an illicit midnight artifice. We can only imagine the artist in distress. Blushing, Han's delicate sweaty hands trembling by candlelight. And look, what a weird figure lurks behind our hero. What buff, martial, squawking, ill-spoken fiend stands watching our shaper in the moonlight. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Ah. I'm okay. Fucking bark. Oh, innocence lost. Are you finished? Yeah, LMAO. I forgot she says yeah, LMAO. This game fucking rocks. Oh my god, I need you all. I need every single one of you. I need every single one of you to download this demo and wishlist the game right fucking now. I need you all to go to the demo, and I need you to go to the full game, and I need you to wishlist it. I need you to wishlist the game because I want to play it. I want to play it so bad. I want like the full game, obviously. Hey, I wonder if Bedlin liked the stone. I'll check the post. Now, where did that bolt go? Ugh, I just had it. Another day, another chance to shape. Something special about the workshop in the morning. Loom stands tall, sunlight spills over cushions and curtains. And there, crouched among the bolts of fabric, a towering figure begins to stand. Aha! Welcome. I didn't hear you come in. No, meant not to startle. Apology, sincere. Are you here for Senshape? Why else come to the Shaper's abode? Tell Han as much, but more polite. Yes, would be grateful. All right then, I'm Lilybat. Again with the names, so decadent, egomaniacal, charmed. I've been called Greenbell before. I endear it. Nice to meet you. I think I saw you before. In the window. Yes, its transparency afforded a fine view. Your dream seat is well arranged. Organic disarray, artful comfort. The feel of your workshop said much about potential partnership. I see. Window discourse has alarmed Han. Perhaps Shaper also fears caretakers. Not uncommon. Many see us as a death cult. Shall I be turned away? Sorry, I just didn't hear the chime. I saw no chime before the window. It's above the... Wait, you came through the window? Yes. You can use the door. I'll hear you come in. Another social error, compounded with expectation of noise-making. A punishment equal to my crimes. Gladly. Unused to muck customers. Making self known is new. Self is new. So you just washed up too? No. To serve Lamond is to not be a letting go at the brink of unform. Greenbell steps closer, intent. We were once as snow melting to fade before Han's waking, companions to the dying world, the waning body of the dreamer, pocket by the vivid, strivers like so many sores, but our craft was silence, braided emptiness from absence, healed wounds, spread the mission. To encourage the vivid to rest, to give up assent, this was the holy kindness. I preach over much. Shaper cannot understand from without. To your question, no. Not young. So you're a caretaker. No longer. Lurid and apart, I assemble around myself a cloud of preferences and garb. Opinions can change over many cycles. I have hopes for this fledgling self. Gleamhold as good a place as any to try newness. I think I get it. You're starting over. Precisely. Now may we do shaping? Yes, we'll start with an interview to build rapport. No need for niceties on my behalf. It helps with the shaping. Think of it as a calibration. I understand. I have heard suffering is involved in the production of art. This seems to be no exception. Enduring 2 questions is possible. Let's go get comfortable then. I can work with 2 questions. Why do you carry a sequencer? Of the martial variety. Cannot go unarmed in my line of work. I noticed its horrible loudness. Surely an affront. Oh, maybe this was the noise that this thing was making. I was just curious. What did you need protection from? Sick patterns. Non-such wilding where ire once struck, traversing where monsters revel. That sounds scary. Ire's claw wounds that dream brings infection later on. My work to close the wounds. How does that work? I make gardens in bad places, vines like sutures. I see. I know you're newer to the city, but do you have any favorite spots, frequent haunts? Absolutely. In the canal, old stonework crowned by fungus, the beetles sing clickwise as the dark comes on. Behind Spinner's Tavern, a ripe alley, with thick vines and furry nonsuch that scurry in the rain gutters. They form a unit, chittering, omnivorous, and fragrant. But ought one describe their most favorite place? No. It is accepted to guard preferences. Secretive-like, what fun. These are some of my favorite places. I see. Thanks, Greenbell. That's 2 questions. This interview went well, I think. Not so bad. You query finally. Well, let's get started then. What am I making for you? A dwelling. For small avians. Birdhouse? Precisely. All right, well, let me sit at the wheel and then give me your send. Sending.
I gotta start over.
Oh, chat, I also bought Butcher's Creek, and I'm probably going to stream that really soon. It's the next game made by the Dusk Dev guy. That was bad. That was very bad. I need to run that again.
I can do better.
Much better. Much, much better. $95.7. That's the highest score I've gotten on this stage in particular. Fuck yeah. Dazzling. This is a bird home. My thanks. To be continued. Hell yes. Oh. This game rocks. Save and quit. So I also am gonna post the it's just the demo. That's just the demo. The full game is not released just yet. It does have a Kickstarter. I don't know. So like talking to the devs, they seemed to like express that they are going to release this game regardless of whether or not it succeeds on Kickstarter. I don't know. So, because I also don't know how long the Kickstarter's been up, because it's right now it's only at about 6,000 out of a goal of 50,000. And it's got 44 days to go, and I don't know how long this Kickstarter's been up. And obviously I know a lot of us are I know a lot of us are broke, so I don't know what we can really do aside from just share and talk about it on share it with your friends, talk about it. I guess if you can, if you're employed, try to try your best to help out. But I am very, very excited for this game. I love the art so much. These characters are so just ugh. This game's so great. Cool. I love this game. There's some more tracks I can do. Prelude Part 2 and Prelude Full, which Prelude Full doesn't show up in the story mode, at least in the demo. I can tell this game's gonna make me cry my fucking eyes out. I already know that if when this full game comes out, it's gonna make me fucking cry my eyes out. I am very so much forward looking to this game. I hope it goes well. I hope it gets enough good weep bitch. I hope it goes well. I really like this game. I really like the characters. I'm very excited. Um I I love video games. Um okay, so their Kickstarter launched 15 days ago. Also apparently over MAGFest they got a couple $1,000. So that's pretty good. I hope it keeps going. Seems like a lot of love. So it like from the way that the way that these developers talked about this game, they really seemed like they were very it seemed like they love this game and they really want to make it good, and I think they're gonna make it good. I think they're gonna kick ass. Like I I'm gonna love it. I know for a fact I'm gonna love it. Ow. Man. I yeah. Sorry, I was just looking through the Kickstarter. Phenomenal game. You should follow them on Blue Sky. Because fuck Twitter. I am not sponsored. I told one of the developers that I'm a streamer, and that was it. So uh so this is I am not being sponsored. I'm doing this because I like video games. To be frank with you, I don't really know what else I feel. Because I don't really want to start anything else. Um, this might just be a nice little. Hold on, the hell's going on with? Fail to load module. Okay, well, cool. All right. I think tomorrow I might stream again. Um, but I think I probably shouldn't overdo it for today. um, I think I should. I want to try to stream maybe earlier in the day tomorrow. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I really want to play Butcher's Creek, so I will probably stream that tomorrow. But thank you all for hanging out. I'm glad that everyone was very nice to me as I came back. I really liked getting to show you all this game. Please play the demo, wishlist it, share it with your friends. I'm very excited for this game to come out. And I don't know, stay beautiful. Let's see who I feel like rating. Let's see here. Someone's playing Dread Delusion. Vaughn is playing Invania believes back. Hi Uber, I am about to end stream. But I want to try to stream again tomorrow. I want to try to play I want to try to play Butcher's Creek, but I will stream again tomorrow. I'm going to try to stream earlier in the day as well. And I'll try to stream after work as well. The days that I work this week. Let's see. I feel like raiding Vaughn, so let's raid Vaughn. Slash raid Vanya. Let's see. Barathor Fuck a bitch named a raid message. Elegost. All right. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I had a really great time. I missed you all a lot, and I want to stream a lot more to make up for stuff. I want, now that MAGFest is over, I want to lock in and finish the rest of the Donathon rewards I have to do, because I feel so bad that I've taken so long to do them. I have to finish the letters. I need to work on the Kudelka video. I'm hoping soon. Oh fuck! Wait, tomorrow's Wednesday. Okay, no, it'll be fine. Um, uh, I want to get working on the stuff that I need to, because I feel bad that it's taking me this long to do it. But thank you all for being patient with me. I love you all. Goodbye. Mwah. Where's my end button? There it is.